Yesterday, our 100K day trade portfolio hit new equity peaks. Market is starting to run away this afternoon. Looks like a reversal rally or counter trend rally. And our strategies, I'll go over the strategies in a minute. Here's the 100K day trade portfolio. Right at equity peaks, up 77.84 on the month. This day trade portfolio has been the way to go this month. Other strategies, I'll show you those. But if you want to look at the 35 strategies, you show or unhide or hide these rows, and you can see the list of strategies in this portfolio. If you have all strategy access, you can access any of the portfolios, and that is the 100K day trade. I'm going to hide this again so it's easier to scroll down and see the results. And you see plus 77.84. Here's the drawdown curve. It was down here, and it always takes so long to click on these. On 5/26/2020, and it's made some equity peaks since then and pulled back. As you see, when the line gets to zero, it's at an equity peak. And that's the 100K. I'm going to go over the others for now. All 77 is barely up on the month as of yesterday, 1979, in a 95.47 drawdown. It was in a $16,000 drawdown. That was a good time to start. Market is just, I'm going to go ahead and go over the market here. It's just running away this afternoon into earnings, trying to close that gap. They're trying to close this gap from, I guess, Tuesday to Wednesday. So we had this move down on Wednesday. New pandemic, new cases related to coronavirus, gap down, took out this high. So it still has a long ways to go. We have earnings coming up, and we'll see if this rally continues. Would not be surprised to see a massive runaway. We haven't seen a big uptrend in a while. So we're due for one. Regardless of the reasons, we're due for a big uptrend, and that could get reversed again tomorrow. So we see our COVID 3 short yesterday. It's taken out yesterday's highs, and the NASDAQ still has a way to go. Wouldn't be surprised to see this market up here by tomorrow, depending on earnings now. So I'm not trading that. It's just anticipation. And so let's continue to look at the portfolios, and we'll go back and look at the rest of the trades on the day. And you see the all 77. It's in a normal drawdown. A lot of these are in normal drawdowns. Stock index 19, 98.3750 drawdown. And it's minus 63.2750 on the month. And we have 36. You want to start in a drawdown. That's the ideal place to go. Minus 22.25 on the month on the 36 system stock index portfolio. The 200K portfolio is an 81.5350 drawdown, minus 46.91. You have 25K portfolio really struggled this month with Night Trader being a big part of this drawdown. 82.35 out of 10.617. We made a video on Night Trader. Anticipate it to bounce at this point, as this month is almost over, and we don't make sudden changes right at a worst case drawdown of a single system if it's still within the portfolio range. And let's look at micro stock index portfolio. 1164 drawdown as of 35 out of 3576, 381 per micro. If you're trading, say, 5 micros, that would be up almost 2,000, 3,900 or 1,900. And you would say 100K day trade. We went over that at equity peaks. And let's look at, we have a couple of more. Liquid day trade, it's in a 99.61 drawdown. A lot of drawdowns right at 99.61. Down 25.25 on the month. We have SR counter trend 234, 65.96 down on the month, 19,300. It's been at this level for a while, and we had some losses today. We'll go over those. And so I'm going to go over the markets, the trades on the day so far. So big counter trend rally today. This is the NQ. QS3 is down, minus 725. Gap continuation got stopped out here, minus 325 on the day. And we have Tick Pulse. This is the big winner. It's a big winner yesterday. 32.10 right now, up 26.85 yesterday. Just looks like it's about to try to get that 11,500 and then run from there into the close. I wouldn't expect it to be the trend to be this easy, but it might. Sometimes that trend gets going and it's really easy. And Tick Pulse is an aggressive strategy that gives you the opportunity to catch those big moves. We have some new beta strategies. I want to show you those. All Strategy Access subscribers have access to this EVP1. Started trading this week in my portfolio. I'm more aggressive in my own portfolio. I'm more careful as far as adding new strategies. Sometimes these new strategies don't work out so well, so I want to test them out on my side first. And you see EVP1 plus 1405, VSD NQ plus 2270. It's gone through a drawdown, so it was a good time to start these strategies. If they were going to work, if they were going to bounce. Let's look at EVP1, not much of a drawdown. Here it is. It's a strategy that doesn't do terrible historically, but since beginning of 2018, with the extra volatility and range, it's in a sweet spot for this strategy. So periodical returns, it's up 5,000 this month, and when you look at the drawdown, it has this drawdown right here, and so it's a good time to get in based on recent drawdowns. And then VSD here is really flatlined to the downside, and so this has more history, but it also has done well since the beginning of 2019. So short windows on some of these, and they come back to our merging pattern type strategies. But looking at adding these to the portfolio potentially. Viper is up. I haven't added that. The average trade profit is small, and it's correlated to Cobra. It's a much more aggressive Cobra 3. And let's look at the rest of the trades in the All Strategy Access. But before we do, Chopper is up 895 on gold, down 1960. It's starting to lose now. Chopper's starting to lose, which is what we're looking for, is Chopper NQ to start to lose, because when it wins, our strategies usually perform poorly when this does really well. And this kind of went parabolic in its equity curve. If you look at a recent equity curve, it just this is a negative equity curve, really bad performance, but it kind of went parabolic, and then in the last 2 days it started to go down again. And so that's what we're looking at. Haven't figured out how to use that as the results of the system, maybe in the money management algorithms, to determine when to trade and when not to trade. So it could be lagging though. So let's look at the rest of the All Strategy Access setups. Crude oil, we are long Cobra crude. Got stopped out on short Cobra crude aggressive. These have taken positions in different directions recently, and you see the long trade here. Today still open plus 220, short trade minus 725. Crude oil has been extremely weak. We've talked about negative energy prices again. Natural gas has really moved higher. There's been talk about $6 natural gas by Harold Hamm, depending on the election, and then RBOB is trading down here near $1, so $1, I guess. I don't trade much RBOB. The strategy doesn't trade much. It's pretty illiquid, so RBOB is not one of our main things, but the prices in RBOB are very low, and we have to consider negative energy prices in some of these, and maybe really high energy prices in others. Let's look at gold. Good trades in gold. A short plus 975 on Asia Gold 4 short, and plus 575 on Cobra Gold. So good short trades in gold. Silver, we had one trade here, minus 725. And then soybeans, grains day trader 3 stopped out again right here at this 1050 level. So look for support at 1050. Euro down minus 625. So looking maybe for some additional long trades in the 60-minute breakouts in the last hour. Potential Cobra 3 trade. Tick Pulse continues to move higher in its equity curve. And monitoring this as we pull into earnings. Anything could happen. We get some additional volatility. We could get a complete reversal on the day. It's not a prediction, but just calling it as we see it and as the strategies are trading it. So that's just a midday report. Main thing I wanted to show you was the portfolio results. In the 100K portfolio, I want to set it back to that. This was at equity peaks, and others are at drawdown. So I talked about how we started VSD and EVP1 because they're in drawdowns, and that's typically what you want to do, is to get a portfolio and wait for a drawdown. And that's the update for 10/29. We have today and tomorrow are the last 2 trading days of October. November starts next month.